set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Prime Time showdown between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Leading the Commanders, ex-head coach Dan Quinn, defensive coordinator for these
Cowboys versus Commanders.
Facing off with him, the head coach of the Cowboys. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins.
Yeah.
Welcome in, everybody. Kate Scott alongside Brock Heward, and I know all of us are ready for this new season to begin. And here we go on EA Sports. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. For the Commanders' offense, headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual threat.
So when you're watching on YouTube, Bobby, does it show what plays I'm picking and shit?
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with the new season ripe with every
same as my screen
This is only
name.
the first scene of a 4.5-month movie.
Okay.
He could be playing the part of a league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts his campaign now, how you start, will have a massive impact on how things play out.
Yeah.
Gain 15 there. That's going to give the Commanders a first down. All set to go now from the 35.
Come on.
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Out of the gun, Daniels. And he's able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Gotta figure out this third down here.
Here we go, sack.
Here he goes, third and long. Oh, he's all the way across near the field before he was brought down.
Yeah, he had the whole fucking field, man.
They find a way to convert.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Play action now with Daniels. It's Cox. This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt. And he's brought down after a short gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Mitchell gets it from the gun. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. Now, after the play, looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Ready? 19, Tiger.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left.
Oh, man, I thought he fucking had that.
We're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
And this is marked out all the way down at the 6. They'll be dangerously close to their own goal line for the series. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
Dude, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opening, right, week 1, all has a sense of gratitude, all has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
What do you think?
A 3rd down run with Blue. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Yeah! There we go.
Blue gets the handoff. Adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah!
Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. He gets forward, that's about 4 yards. And that tackle to Johnny Newton.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
That's Ferguson, he brings it in.
Oh,
This
bullshit.
does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Only got a yard, but all they needed was an inch or two, and that's going to move the chains.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense, they're not bold. That was a bold decision, one they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
And this almost ended worse, but it gets a yard out of it. Nicky Louvu there for the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
That is Cox, he's got Lamb. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. All right, 20.
So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. It's a jet sweep. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
Yep.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
26. 26.
Give on second here to Blue. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
No.
Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Frankie
Just threw an interception.
The best defenses you go look at.
Man, this Commander's defense is fucking tough, guys.
That's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing recovered from the
Yeah.
inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
Here comes the Washington offense after the field, ready for their second drive. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one.
Well,
led
their
to a
fucking
punch, so they'll try to get some
run
season
defense
magic
is
going here on their
definitely
second
fucking
drive.
tough.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Into the hands of his running back, Krosky Merritt. He gets it forward a little to his 46. Stop made by Donovan Ezeraku.
Second and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Second down give to Krosky Merritt. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Down by Savon Rebel. So now here's 3rd and 5.
2 yards on the play.
18 Cardinal.
On the gun, it's Daniels. He's going for it himself. He dodged the tackle. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Alert!
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Pickup of 2 here. And that's good for a Washington first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football
It's
dictionary?
0-0 second quarter here, too.
Coming to the line for
That's
another
likely
1st
about
and
to
10.
change. Unless something happens
Back
here.
to throw. Here's Daniels. Dumps it off to his running back. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him.
I can hold them to a field goal. That would be great.
That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of the series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Daniels throwing on 3rd.
Ah, son of a
By
bitch.
Samuel. And he'll go down here at the 16. That one gains
No.
7. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down. Now Brock still awaiting our first points of this game, and we've arrived at our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Prime Time in just a moment. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Come on. Hit! 70 Timberwolves.
One of the tight ends motions right. Krosky Merritt gets it from the gun. He's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. They're signaling
I just
for
heard a
stoppage
commander.
here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap.
Samuel
Not what they wanted to see in week
something
1
other.
as their medical staff heads out to check on him.
Hope he was a vital member of their fucking offense, man.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing now, Daniels. He had to throw over, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things are tough now with 3rd and long.
Roll!
3rd and long for him here. He's going to call himself. And he's going to
Fucking A.
first down, not by much. But he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Whistles
Oh,
after
yeah.
that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Stephanie! 60 in!
Daniel's going to keep it. And they're turned away again. 2 great defensive stands. We've arrived at 3rd and goal. Maybe the wrong read on the option there, Brock, but it kind of looked like the defense had both reads picked up pretty well there.
I'd agree with you because the option, you're trying to option off of one defender, like a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
That time, well, the defense was all over a tremendous pursuit to knock him backwards.
Brought in. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, ready?
Leaving the offense out there. It's 4th and goal from the
Half the
1.
motherfuckers are going for it.
Let go! Liking, ain't it? Ready?
They're going to try to throw for it. He scores. It's a
Fucking
Washington
A, they
touchdown.
got it too. Shit.
Commanders get their first point
Touchdown,
of this game
Commanders.
just before halftime. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown.
Oh shit, you're watching on YouTube. Look at the way I see this.
Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
Thought I held into a field goal and the motherfuckers went for it, man.
To run it back for one more
Fuck.
snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out.
Sorry.
Those last 4 plays.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Back out come the Cowboys for their 2nd drive. Not a whole lot of time left for them to put something together here before the break. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining.
Yeah, there we go. I think.
1st down, here's Dak. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. So a
Oh,
one-possession
shit.
game, Brock,
Forgot about
after
the
our
time.
first 2 quarters.
Damn it.
Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right,
Said
Kate,
what
thanks
happened.
very much. So much to talk about as we wrap up week 1, a busy week of football. Let's get right into it.
Halftime.
Our spin around the NFL starts now. In Indianapolis, the Colts at home to take on the Titans in the AFC South. And this is Parker Washington. It's fired deep downfield. He's right there to secure it. And when it's all said and done, that's an 80-yard catch and run for the touchdown. The Titans come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. From there, Kansas City, here we come. Let's check in on the Chiefs. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And this is Brashard Smith. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. Lastly, let's go out to Santa Clara. The 49ers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's the veteran Baker Mayfield. He connects. It's a 16-yard touchdown. The Buccaneers move to 1-0. They get the victory in the season opener. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, just 1 touchdown on the board. 7-0 is the score. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Turpin with a return.
Fucking hey, oh. Watch this play coming up, Bobby.
Well, their attempt to attack that deficit, it's begun in earnest, like with a capital E. What an immediate sense of urgency they created by that stellar return. This drive has begun must score for this offense. I think we all felt that way. And they sure set the tone coming out of halftime with that kick return.
Here comes the Cowboy
Yeah, I just started my this received starting the third quarter.
Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. All set to go now from the 35.
Yeah!
They'll start to drive with blue. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the Commanders' 32-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
There we go. 26.
Stack now from the gun. The
Ah.
arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
That's my boy.
And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On first down, it's blue. And we'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on.
Oh, no.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Yeah! 26.
Up the middle, blue. Has room into the secondary. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. That's out on the bootleg. They can touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So well done there to come up with a touchdown and get within an extra point.
They got a scratch, didn't it?
So much of this game of football, Kate's about answering back. Punch, counterpunch. You give up a score.
He's already got a
We've got
touchdown.
confidence in our offense. They can get those points back, and they deliver right there.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Cowboys tie it up as he nails his first try of the season.
Yeah, I got one of those injured too. Something Smith. I don't know. There's so many Smiths on my fucking team.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Commanders and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here, Kronsky Merritt. First guy he made, no gain on that 1st down run. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
He gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you've got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
Mitchell up the middle. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Working now from the gun. That's McLaurin with a catch out left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Washington, first down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Commanders.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handles that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Drops this one off to Barrett. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Hits on the out route. And he's taken down at the 30. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured.
Damn, I got another injury,
what they
man.
wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff
That's one of my fucking better guys. I can't pronounce his fucking name at all, but it was on my defensive line.
Ready up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Start.
Wow.
Krosky Merritt on his own read.
Yo, this opening day is a bloodbath, man.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
10 more yards. That's another Washington Commanders first down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Get it.
Motioning one of the tight ends.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line. There's defense all over this one.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Ready.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Go.
And send a receiver left.
Ready, line. Ready.
Daniels now. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. That's set. This is 3rd and 5.
Come on. Come on. 6 the Eagle. 6 the Eagle.
We've reached the end of 3 in our week 1 opener. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the 4th.
Knocked over the tree, all the trees, knocked over the tree, the Christmas tree, so all the trees all over in front of the door. I know, he didn't hurt this stuff.
Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on 3rd.
Ready.
The gun, Daniels. into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Held them to a field goal
So
this
field goal unit
place.
runs on in a very big spot. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Turpin with a return. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Schoonmaker's there to haul it in. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. The give, it's blue. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go. Right there.
Play action, Prescott.
Oh, thank God I got rid of it. Son of a bitch.
Now he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game.
tough.
Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Yeah, here we go.
3rd and long, Prescott.
That's the boy.
So he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard
Look, I got, hey, Buff, I got Turpin over here saying fucking pick and shoot, man. Every time I need a big play, man, he delivers.
Down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Only able to get back to the line on the first down. So no gain.
Well, you can see he gets the ball and he sees the defender waiting for him right on the edge. And at that point, dead on arrival. A good effort on his part to at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's free here to Blue. And he's tackled for a short gain.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
It's a nickel look from the Commanders. 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Got all of it, and this is good.
50-yard field goal.
That's going to tie the game.
Tie the game.
Dozens and dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline, staying warm. Kate, he finally gets his chance. Knock the field goal through the uprights, and of course, he wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set.
Man, I'm struggling over here. It's 10-10.
On the return, here comes Austin. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Commanders set to take over. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well.
Here we go. Catch.
On the counter, Krusty Merritt. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Running once again with Krusty Merritt. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Oh, he's got on for it. They'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Washington first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Washington.
They'll run it out of the pistol. Krusty Merritt. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. They get 6, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Commanders pushing to get within range for a game winner. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. On the gun, it's Daniels. Austin's there to haul it in. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4. To throw.
Nice.
Intercepted! And the Cowboys will take over as he reports his first interception of our season.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. Now this offense has got a chance to do so.
Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
He's out in the clear. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
It's just my screen name.
And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
He gets the handoff. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal.
Yeah, here we go.
Going with blue here. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
We're 10-10, minute left in the 4th. I'm on the
one left at their disposal.
7-yard line.
Setting up, 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Now blue. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys have taken the lead late. So how about the determination there. This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done. They accomplish their goal. But you do have to ask the question. They leave too much time on the clock. Stay tuned. He knows he should have had that one, but in the end, it really doesn't matter. He still did his job. It did not.
I went for the 2 and I missed my catch. I missed my pass. It's all right. Yeah, it's a minute 4 left.
Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Back to throw. Catch is made on the sideline. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the first down, too. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lower timeout at their disposal. He'll look to throw it. Intercepted. Logan Wilson has it. And the Cowboys make
Yes, sir.
win in this game.
Logan Wilson.
Gave him a chance to take the lead, partner. And now their defense gets them another one so they can start growing this advantage.
Yeah, this defense letting them know we don't want to defend a small lead. Here's the ball again. Go get us a 2-score advantage this time.
The Cowboys about set to take over. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet.
Right.
Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job, now you got to do yours.
Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. Drawn up corner. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And this isn't just anyone in no start for them. They pick up what could end up being a
that
key
was
division
fucking
victory to
tough
have
win,
later in this
man.
season. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire...
All right, that's the first time I've really knelt the fucking ball like that, dude. Usually I'd go for it. Was the way this defense is now. I'm fucking nailing this shit out, dude. Fuck that. I knelt away like the last, what, 48 seconds? I mean, that's...